How do everyone? It's another trip this week to Green Hill in Dorset. Proved very good for me last week. I got 2 pages of contacts last week, as you can see there. We'll give it another go this week. I've got the I tried to put the antenna or hook the antenna up in the trees this time, but it's quite windy and it just kept blowing down. So when it was up there, the SWR was very low. So what I've done is a happy medium, and I've stuck the antenna on the pole and threaded it up through the tree. So we give it a go, see how it goes. See how we get on. A couple new things to try out this week as well. I got a new, I went out and bought a stove. There you go, a little stove, gas stove, for use with me squaddy kit. That was alright last week, worked really well. Nothing wrong with it, no complaints at all. Apart from the fact that you have to use the whole block, and once they're alight, they're alight. So I wanted something that was a little bit more manageable, really. And a bit of activity on 3.2 already. Brought the PMR, heard a couple of people on the PMR, so there we go, it's cracking on now, so I'm going to try and get in there in a minute. But we'll just have a quick look out while the wind's died down. We'll just have a quick look at the station. That's where we're camped today, closer to the trees. And there's the antenna there, going up through, I don't know if you'll be able to make it out, up through the trees. But we just take a wander over there, just belted up to the tree. I use these a lot now. These are just little quick release webbing belts. Not for fashion, but for practicality. Quick release, very strong. I got 5 of them off eBay. I think they were 60p each, so that was a bargain. But there's the, there we go, CTX, Charlie Tango DX group, and the antenna is up through the trees there, right to the very top. I don't know, I'll give it a zoom. Right up through there, look. So we'll see how that goes today. Gary suggested giving it a try up the tree, so I'll give it a try up the tree. As I said, it kept coming down, kept blowing down. But the wind has just dropped right off. It's really nice up here now, which is good. But yeah, I'm going to crack on and get some dinner on the go, have a brew, and see about this PMR. So I'll catch you in a bit. Well, we're on the air. I've just spoken to 990 the Wizard. I've got a local QSO going over the top here now, so I don't know how well I'm going to do on the old Sunday Day X, but we'll see how it goes. Incidentally, I've had to move the antenna out to there now. I wasn't getting very much at all. I don't know what the effect of having it up in the trees was. The SWR was channel 1, no movement. Channel 40, it was just under 1.5. So the SWR was perfect, but for some reason I was getting loads of interference. But not being an expert on it, I don't know what would be causing that, but there you go. We've moved the antenna. We are getting some now, so we'll see how it goes on the old Sunday DX, the old Monument and Trig Point. As I say, we're on Green Hill again. Camping stove. That's an MSR pocket rocket. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. It's like having the burner from a hot air balloon in your tent. So fantastic. Not the right bottle, but it's one I had in the workshop, so I've just used that for now. It's a little bit unstable, as you can see, but no, it works really, really well. That's really good, so that's great. It comes in a little, oh, there's my finger in the view. It comes in a little, turn it round, turn that down. Comes in a little thing, it folds down, goes in there, sits in your backpack, so really good. I'm really impressed with that. But yeah, I'm going to see what I can get on with the old net now and catch back later. So we're getting Sid no problem at all. And I got very intermittent hit and miss signals today. I don't know what's going on with it. We'll have to, I don't really know what's going on, to be honest. Perfect last week and interference city this week, but I got local breakers QSOing over the top of me and all sorts, so we'll have to, yeah. Might be an early finish today, I reckon. But we'll see. Now that's not the Sunday net. That's the QSO that's going on somewhere near me. I don't know what they're using or power-wise, but every time one of the one of the Channel 32 guys comes on for the Sunday DX, they cut in over the top, and that's me out of the picture. So almost certainly going to be an early finish today, which is a shame. But there you go. The joys of radio, I suppose. But there we go. I've got Tony the Wizard in the log. So we'll go from there. Well, that was Gary 104 up on Brecon Beacons. I think it was Fan Brahiniog he's on. All I caught was Fan, so I presume it's Fan Brahiniog and not Penifan. But there we go. As I say, it's been a while for Into the Net now, and it's just, well, for me, garbage. Total garbage. I don't know what this local station's doing, but they are knocking it out for me, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't even know whether I'm going to call in, because I don't want to waste people's time really calling in and then not hearing anything. So I might just listen on the side for a while and see if this local breakers decide to go home or go for their dinner or something, and then we might get in on the net. But it's a shame, real shame. But there we go. Right, I've struck down the camp, I've packed it in, I've had enough for the day. That QSO over the top of me, it's just too much, really. I was thinking about asking them to take it up or down a couple, but I heard them make reference to the net, there's some clowns and all that kind of stuff, they're talking on the net, on the top of us and all that blah blah. So I didn't bother, and then it was there's some idiot on top of Green Hill and he's chatting away, and I don't really want to talk to people like that, to be honest. So deflated and packed away, ready to trek back now. I say trek, it's not far to car park from Green Hill. So yeah, fed up with it really today now, had enough now. I did speak to Tony the Wizard briefly before the net started, but you can't work it. I can't work it like that. It's a joke really, and I don't particularly want to talk to people that are swearing and making references to other people and stuff. I'm not going to be polite and ask them to move. I'm just going to knock it on the head, which I've done. So that was Green Hill. Waste of time. Shame, because last week was spot on and it was excellent last week. Although we did have to QSY last week as well, because of a conversations or two that was going over the top. So there we go. Knock it on the head for the day. Go home and have some grub. Got some bits and pieces to do anyway, but shame. I'm gonna go and have a walk around for a bit and cup of tea and then bog off. But there we go, never mind. These things happen. All sent to try us. There we go. I had thought that the probably a bit windy over there. I had thought that the interference was maybe because it was up in the tree, but it wasn't. It was those other guys, I reckon now. So maybe give that another go up in the tree another time. There we go, so away it goes. Incidentally, it was pointed out to me that a few of my videos, I do repeat myself a lot. I'm afraid that is, I do that a lot, I'm afraid. So I'm sorry for that, apologies. Someone said to me, oh, was the ground rock hard on Wind Green last time? Because you did tell us a few times. And is the place you go to always nice? Because you're always saying it's really, really nice. But yes, it is really nice, and yes, it was rock hard. But I'll try to keep the repetition down to a minimum. So, but this is the outcrop of trees at Wind Green, as I said about before. Looks like quite a nice place to put some camps up. So I might have to try an overnighter here. But yeah, there we go. Struck down. Off we go. Kit all packed away. I've added a couple more pouches to the kit now. That's all the radio gear in that one. There. All the radio gear, my maps. My stove goes in there as well, my pocket rocket that I've just got, so that packs in there nice with a gas bottle. That's all in there. That exterior pouch there is the first aid kit, paracord, spare batteries, etc. It was in the main pouch, but obviously if you have a problem, you need your first aid kit. You need to get access to it quickly, so that's in there. In that pouch on the side there is all the stakes, tent pegs, guy wires, antenna wires and stuff, so that's all in one pouch. And on that side, that's the brew pouch. So flasks when I've got them. I've got the Webtex again today. Now I've got the stove, it doesn't matter if they go cold. So I can just stick them on the stove and heat them up. Heat up the brew. So that's what I'll be doing with those. They're nice and compact, which is why I got them originally. In there is the poncho poles on the top. Then we got obviously the antenna pole and the basher poles. Ground sheets in there, blankets in there. And the rations go in there as well, in this pouch here. Rations. I had Lancashire hot pot today, so that was nice. But, yeah, shame about the radio really. Just a quick show around. I won't say what it's like, you can see for yourself. Although it is nice. There we go. Another out into Wind Green. I came here on the premise of last week because it was so good. And I think it would have been good again. There was a few on the net. I could just make out stuff now and again. But any time any salient information came across, it was a, you know, I was cut over the top. So never mind. But, you see the rays of light coming through there. Some sort of heavenly intervention going on, perhaps? I don't know. Just the sun coming through the clouds. But yeah, would have been nice to get contact with Gary up on, I think it was Van Brahiniog he's on today. It might have been Penny Van, all I caught was the van part of it. He might have even been in a van, I don't know, but there we go, that was a shame. And Sid was back on again today, so it would have been nice to have a quick one with him. But so I did speak to Tony, briefly. I didn't even catch Andy on the White Horse today, Navigator 2. But yeah, there we go. Trials and tribulations of 27 megahertz radio. Anyway, we'll jack it in for the day, listening to me blurb on, and we'll go and fire up the truck and skedaddle. So until next time, we catch you again on another CTX activation. CTX 965 signing off. Bye bye. Right, we're just on the way back to the car. Just on the way back to the Land Rover. I get shot by certain people for saying that. Anyway, I'm using the day, so it's not totally wasted, to set up and calibrate the GPS. That trig point over there, the monument over there has got all the markings for height and compass direction and stuff, so I've used that to calibrate the GPS, which is good. It does 12 figure grid reference, which is good. So yeah, it's all working well. There we go. Catch you later.